Okay, I think we're live. Hello everybody, Perfecto here and welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, I don't have a gig tonight, so I am doing this live stream. And I finally figured out a name for my for these things. So I'm gonna start calling it Perf Talk FAQ'N Jams. FAQ'N Jams Live. Okay, so while we wait for people to log on, I'm going to start the jams. Here's a new backing track that I put together. Let me know, of course, everybody in the chat, there's a few people already. Let me know where you're from. And yeah, and let me know if everything is coming through nice and clear, if you can hear everything. Okay, and then as I mentioned, this is also going to be an FAQ of sorts, or an Ask Me Anything, whatever you want to call it. So put your questions in the chat box, and I will get to it in between the jams. Also, I may not be able to get to all the messages in the chat. So if you don't want me to miss your message, feel free to use the super chat function. Okay. So anyway, let's do something funky. stop it. There you go. Okay, that was fun. Let's see, where are we at? So, wait, I can't see the. Where are my peeps at? Okay, we got 30 people watching. Hello and welcome. Welcome to today's FAQ'N Jams. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can get caught up right here. Angelo Coronel, hello. First. Yes, you are the first. Not sure. Hello. Marvin La Chica, hello. Jake Santos, hello. Good morning. Well, good evening here in Los Angeles. Edwin Saqueza, hello. Yeah. Some of these names are starting to get familiar. Ariel Orozco, hello. Present again. Yes, you are. Daudu, hello. Not sure, from Bohol, yes. And Daudu from Pangasinan, hello. Mark Hagos is from the wonderful world of La Loma, Quezon City. Nice. James San Juan is from Laguna. Hello, shout out to all you people. Meet DP, born in Pampanga. Yes, really good. Extraterrestrial, you're from Baler Aurora. Hello. Clear naman. Okay, good, good. Glad you can all hear it. Angelus from Las Piñas. Earl Tadlas is from Malaysia. Yes, nice. Okay. Wellin Sellers from Virginia. Hello. Peace, man. Chad Trinos, hello. Extraterrestrial, idol, ano pong scales gamit nyo? What scales am I using? It depends. It depends on the chords. Like for that jam, let's see, let me pull up my, let me turn to a clean sound so that it's not so noisy. Hold on. This is clean enough. Hold on. Ooh, too much reverb. Hold on. Okay, so for that jam, I was playing around with minor pentatonic, major pentatonic, and Mixolydian. And then the key also changes from B, like a B7 chord, to a D7 chord. So, to a, and back. So, I don't know. I don't remember everything, but it sounds like I was doing a little bit of this, which is a B minor pentatonic, and then a B minor to major blues move. Okay, which is common. And then I think I was doing Mixolydian too. Okay, that's a Mixolydian. And then I'm doing passing tones when I'm moving around. So I'm doing. So that part is, what is that? So like a Mixolydian in B. Then I move that up in one fret, one more fret, until I end up in D, which is the next key. And I pretty much do the same thing there. And then I guess I put in a lot of chromatics too. You know, just as passing tones to go from one key to the next. Okay, Beggar's Moon, nice shirt. Yes, thank you. This shirt is from the new merch store. So if you look at the merch shelf right below this video on YouTube, you will be able to see and pick out my new merch from Teespring. I have these in fun colors. So this is actually kind of like a purple. I don't know why it looks kind of bluish on the video, but this is actually purple. So I have like fun colors. And then I also have the new design, which I showed you guys from the last live stream, which is the E sharp equals F and harmonic T-shirt. So there's a few of you who already bought their own shirts of that design. So thank you very much. So for all you guys there, check it out. All the proceeds will help support this channel and help me keep making these videos for all of you to enjoy. So yeah, let's do it. Okay, Jake Santos is from Sampaloc. Carl Alvin Lapig, hello. Jennifer Ann Cervantes is here, hello. Jeff Racines, hello. Derwin Panganiban, saan address ng guitar builder mo ng green guitar dito sa Pilipinas? Oh, the guitar builder you're talking about is Mike Season of MicSis Guitar Spot. So his shop is located in Green Heights Village in Parañaque. So go to Sukat Road and find Green Heights, and then you can ask the guard where MicSis Guitar Spot is. They'll point you in the right direction. You can also find them on Facebook. Just search MicSis Guitar Spot, and you'll find their Facebook page and their contact numbers and all that. Okay, Chard Trinos, hello. So raise your hands, anybody who was also part of the Facebook Live session earlier. Okay, I want to see how many of you are crossing the platform. Okay. Angela Gabriel, how do you hook up your axe to the computer, and what software do you use for pedal sounds? Right now, I am using the interface that I've been using for the past, I don't know how long, 6-7 years. It is an Avid 11 rack, and let me show you the screenshot. That is the screenshot of the 11 rack editor software that I'm using. So as you can see, it's an all-in-one amp modeler effects type of deal, audio interface. My mic is also plugged into the 11 rack as well, because it's got an XLR input. So as you can see, I have my amp there, cabinets, noise reduction, and then I have a limit. Well, the 11 rack has a limited options as far as pedals go, but these are the pedals that I'm using. Although I find that I don't need a lot of, what do you call it? I don't need a lot of options. As long as I get all the great sounding options, even if they are few, they will be usable for me. So I don't need 15 different choruses. I just need one, and I need the best sounding one. Okay, the lead patch I was using earlier is this patch right here, which is based on the drive channel of a Soldano SLO, right? And that's pretty much it. Just a little bit of reverb and a little bit of and basically I'm using the amp distortion. Okay, so that's that. Oops, wrong window. Mark Hagos, yan ba yung Les Paul na na-restore nyo? Yes, this is, oops, sorry. This is the rescued Les Paul with the PDC logo, as you can see. There's a story of this guitar on my YouTube channel. Feel free to watch it afterwards. So, but I am digging this guitar really, really well. I really like this guitar. Yeah. So it's actually a Les Paul Studio. As you can see, there's no binding on the fretboard. And this is actually reveal binding. So this is the width of the maple cap that is on this guitar. And in person, this is actually, the middle part is actually pink. And then it goes to like a deep red, almost like a maroon, into a deep purple for the sunburst. And then, of course, these are DiMarzio PAF 59 pickups, which I really like. Yeah, so that's this guitar. In the last live stream, somebody asked if I could use this guitar for the next live stream. That's why you're hearing this today. Extraterrestrial, swabe yung vibrato mo, sir. Thank you. Julian Taal, hello. PJ the Tiger, nice one, idol. Okay, Calvin Lapi, what do you think about Alnico 5 pickups Strat? I like Alnico 5s in humbuckers. I haven't. I don't think I've played any Alnico 5 single coils yet, but I like them in humbuckers. They're nice and open, and it doesn't sound too compressed. Okay. Kenzie Joven Vlogs, do you prefer RJ guitars for beginners like me? Buy whatever guitar that you can afford. Wait, let me rephrase that. Buy the guitar that you really like in your price range. Okay. Like I said in the past live stream, my guitar buying tips video is not to recommend any specific brands, but rather for you to be able to decide for yourself. Okay, so try out different guitars and buy the one that you like. Okay. Bernard Vergara, nakaabot din sa live, boss. Nice. Okay, Chad Trinas, that Perfecto logo. Thank you. Well in Sellers, learning a lot from your theory videos. Thanks so much. So the last installment of Music Theory for Guitarists is forthcoming. I am starting production on that right now. I'll be putting out maybe 2 videos on that, and that is about scales and modes. The first video will be how to find the scales and modes and how they work, and how you can apply them to what we've discussed so far, from the key signatures to the chords and to the harmonized scale and all that. And then the second video will be like the sound of modes video. That way I'll be playing all the modes in parallel, meaning I'll be playing all the modes in just one tonal center, one key, so that you can hear the difference from one mode to the next. Okay, so watch out for that. That guitar looks sick. Yes, it does. It's a very sick guitar. Swiggity Swoot, yeah. Ali Bari, shout out Ali Bari. Hello, shout out. Okay, John Hendrik Badiles. Ano yung first ever electric guitar niya and first guitar amp? My first ever electric guitar was a knockoff SG. It was a fake SG that I bought off JB Music back then, and the amp was a 10-watt RA10 solid state amp RA10. I remember the SG had a Bigsby, and it's you know, I don't have it anymore, but I learned a bunch of stuff on it. Although after a few months, I managed to get an RJ guitar, which is which is so much better than the fake SG. Okay, Jacob Ischoko, hello. Reeve, how's the Xvive wireless? I'm using it right now. See that? So it's actually really handy. I like it. I treat it as a cable replacement. That way, when I do live streams and when I film, I'm not tethered to a cable. And I've been using it live as well. As long as you don't move around too much or move too far away, then it's fine. I'm also using the Xvive. What's this? The U3, the U3 XLR wireless as well for my mic. So yeah, so far I'm gonna do a review on this soon, but so far everything's been working pretty good. Okay, Phil Shalom Baklayon, salamat sa turo mo, sir. Thank you. Maraming walang anuman. Okay, Ishiki Castillo, I have my first gig coming up. Are there any tips to not screw up? Yes. Give yourself permission to make mistakes. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but if you give yourself permission to let go and just enjoy it and not try to make any mistakes, it'll you'll enjoy the gig more. It'll go much better because usually and I think this is true for most people. When you try not to make a mistake, the more mistakes you make, because you're focused on the mistake, right? But if the mistake is, if you don't care about the mistake, or if you give yourself permission, like it's okay for you to make a mistake, then usually don't make any. It's weird how that works, but try it. It's I guarantee you, it's effective. However, that only works if you are really, really prepared. So, in the days leading up to the gig, make sure that you're prepared, you're over prepared, you're very confident. You can play everything perfectly at home. And then at the gig time, let go of all those type A controlling type feelings and just, go along for the ride and enjoy it. Yeah. So that's my gig tip for all of you guys. Okay. Darth Argyle, hello. You again. From Bryan's Road, Maryland. Came in late. Is that the PDC Rescue guitar? Yes, this is the PDC Rescue Les Paul. Yes. Okay. Ito, Jerwin Mamawag. Sino po naging inspirasyon nyo nung nag-umpisa ka pa lang kayo maggitara? Ang first inspiration ko si Teddy Diaz. Siya yung dahilan kung bakit naggigitara ako ngayon. Okay. Tapos, tapos tuloy-tuloy na. Nakinig na ako ng maraming mga rock guitar players. Sila Slash, sila Steve Vai, Joe Satriani, Richie Kotzen, pati mga blues na rin, sila Stevie Ray Vaughan, Eric Clapton. Yan. Leroy Enriquez, saan po mas maganda mag-record, digital or mic? If you have a good recording system, then microphones definitely. But if you don't have a good room, if you don't have a good amp, then digital is the way to go. Okay. It's a lot of people. Let's see, how many are we? 48. Okay. Let's see, a couple more shout outs and then let's move on to the next jam. Okay. Mark Hagos, what is your unforgettable live concert experience? Oh man, ang dami. Live concert as in I'm the one in the concert or me watching the concert. Let's clarify that because in both situations I have unforgettable ones. Okay. Ivan De Castro, hello sir, good morning. Planning to build my first pedal board. Ano mare-recommend yung essential pedals? Thanks. I have a pedal board tips and advice video here on YouTube. Just look for it on my channel. But essential pedals would be a distortion pedal, a delay pedal. That's it. Okay, I could live with those two. And if you have more money to spend, then get a wah pedal and maybe a chorus pedal. So those 4. And if you still have money left over, get a looper pedal. 5. Luis Leiva, yes, I remember you. You were you were in the Facebook Live. I'm glad you followed me here. Welcome to YouTube. Okay. Um, let's see. One more. NethBT, sir, ano pong disadvantage ng hindi paggamit ng metronome? Because I rely purely on backing tracks and using the beat as a metronome. That works as well. Although I'm going to do a video on how to use a metronome very soon. There's a misconception about the metronome because the metronome is not there to keep time for you, right? The metronome is just a reference. You keep time for yourself, okay? Because if you are practicing and you're listening to the metronome, then you're not practicing right. You should be listening to yourself, and you should be listening to yourself play while keeping the feeling of the beat in line with the metronome. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I have a lot of tips for metronome playing. But if you find the beat and are able to keep up with the backing track as your source of tempo and timing, then that's well and good as well. It's not wrong. Okay. Let's see. Let's do a slow blues song because I feel like a slow blues. Okay, here we go. And of course, I need a blues tone as well. So let's see. Let me. Okay. Let's do this. Things got a little hairy there for a second. Okay, let's see. Okay, where was I? Okay, let's see. Jumping back into the chat room. Unknown Punk. Hi, sir. Is it okay to learn classical guitar and electric guitar at the same time? Thank you for your answer. Okay, I am assuming that you are a classical guitar student in one of the universities here, there in Manila. And I'm also pretty sure that your teacher has forbidden you to play electric guitar um, while you study classical. And I'm also pretty sure that you're citing me as an example of somebody who can play classical and electric at the same time. Okay, here's the thing. When I started out learning guitar, I started out learning classical guitar first, and I did that for 6 months. And then by the 6th or 7th month, I was able to get an electric guitar, and I had 2 lessons going at the same time. My first hour of lesson would be classical, and then the second hour would be electric. And then eventually I phased out the classical guitar lessons and focused on electric guitar. And I did that for the next several years. And then when I went back to school at Philippine Women's University, I played classical guitar again, and I was still gigging on electric guitar a lot of the time while I was pursuing the classical guitar degree. And finally, time came for me to choose, because I hit a wall in my classical guitar playing that I was trying to bust through. And then, interestingly enough, that wall that was keeping me from progressing in classical guitar was also affecting my electric guitar playing. Because, like, for electric guitar, you have, narrower string spacing, and then classical guitar, it's wider. So the fingers, the muscle memory of the fingers gets confused. Okay, I found myself on electric, like play like I want to play the 6th string, but then my fingers just go beyond it because it's used to the classical guitar width. And then on classical guitar, I find myself fretting in between the strings, because usually that is since you have more a wider string spacing, your fingers can fall in between the cracks a little more easily, so to speak. So I made a decision. I put down the electric for a while and focused on classical guitar for the next 10 months to a year. I barely played any electric, just classical. And especially when I switched to 10 string, I actually sold my 6 string classical and focused on 10 string full time. And I did that for the next, several months to a year. And finally, after a while, here's the best part. Once I got really comfortable with the classical guitar spacing and all that, and I was able to play better, and I was on my way to become a concert guitarist, I picked up the electric guitar again, and suddenly it felt like I didn't even stop playing electric guitar. So suddenly I could easily switch back and forth between 2 guitars. Okay, so what does that tell you? That tells you it's like the riding a bike analogy. If you've played one style of guitar for a long time, and you're trying to learn a new style of guitar, or trying to get used to a new kind of instrument, you have to establish the muscle memory of your fingers to the on the new instrument, right? because and not confuse it, because if you go back and forth, it gets confusing because these don't have these fingers don't have their own brains. They just know they just do what they're trained to do, right? And if you're trying to train yourself doing two different disciplines at once, it's difficult to switch back and forth because the movements aren't established yet. So once the new movements are established, you'll find that you'll be able to switch back and forth to the old movement. Okay. Yeah. So if you're starting up classical guitar and that's going to be your degree, I suggest you put down the electric for at least just a few months while you get used to the new instrument, and then after a few months, try picking up your electric guitar again. You'll find it'll be easier to go back and forth. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Jacob Ischoko, have you seen the super vintage guitar by RJ? Yes, I've seen it. I've seen it a couple of years ago. It's okay. Let's see. Ariel Azores, good morning, sir, from Kalumpit, Bulacan. Hello. Magkano score mo sa Les Paul na yan? This Les Paul was, if you don't know the story, this was a rescue. I bought this used when it was really ugly and neglected. Then I restored it. Okay, I put some money into it and restored it. So siguro, like, all in all, I maybe I spent around $700-$800 on this guitar. Adi Gonzalez, hello. Justin Lidiva, mas okay po bang palitan ng stock pickups ng Strat or stay na lang sa pickups na yan? It depends. If you like how this guitar sounds with the stock pickups, then you don't need to change, right? You don't have to change pickups unless you're searching for a sound that's not being given to you, or not available with your stock pickups. But if you like the stock pickups, then there's no reason to change. Okay. Ryan De Albeos, isa ka sa top 3 reason kung bakit ako bumalik sa gitara. Maraming salamat. Well, glad you're back to playing guitar. You're welcome. Greetings from Cebu, yes. Kurt Celeste, shout out to all Baguio people. Nice. We scored that shirt design at your clinic and Mang Rudy's. Yes. Awesome. Jesril Cardinales, okay po ba yung Coco Mini? I haven't played the Coco pedals yet. Phil Baclayon, tutorial ba kayo how to play 7-string guitar? No, I don't have a tutorial yet. I haven't played 7-string guitar for a while. I have to revisit that. Boss Perf, anong pinaka-effective na exercise for the left hand? Go to my other videos, search for the Flying Little Pinky video. I suggest that exercise. Okay. Shout out. Ian Kigo, what's up, Perf? Watch your 19 East Live show last 2018. Overheard you and Manuel Garda talk about solid guitars back then. Just trying to get a picture of you when Manuel arrives. Sorry, next time. Okay. Kailan nyo po masasabing magaling na kayong leadista? Ano pong basihan? Okay, I'm gonna translate your question. Tingnan natin kung tama. When can you confidently say that you are already a competent lead guitar player? Or confident lead guitar player? What are the criteria? Okay, criteria is, number 1, you are able to make music out of your patterns and scales instead of having them sound like finger exercises. Okay, so if you're able to convey a musical idea, then and have people react to it emotionally and musically, then that's when you are starting to get accomplished. And that is something that I am working on and striving for every day. So, and that's the most important thing. It's not knowing all the scales. It's not knowing all the techniques, sweep picking, and all that. It's about communicating. If you're able to communicate using your guitar, then congratulations, you're already a musician. Ariel Azores, sa'yo na ba yung majestic guitar na nandyan? Mga God. Yes, yang, yun. Yang majestic na yan. That is, yes, I'm taking care of that guitar for the meantime. Okay. And I'm very thankful. Okay. Nice tobacco sunburst. Actually, this is not tobacco sunburst. It's like pink to purple. I call this the blood wash burst. Yan ba yung rescue? Yes, this is the rescue Les Paul. Darren Panganiban, what is the greatest guitar solo work or ad-lib in your songs? Rank your 1, 2, 3. My favorite ones? It's hard. I like them all. If I were to pick, actually, tell you what. Well, the obvious choices are 214, Awit ng Kabataan, right? And Ground. Those are the three obvious choices. So I am going to tell you about some other solos that I really like that are not popular. Okay. So on the first Triaxis album, there's a song called "Things Can Only Get Better," and I have a really long solo section in it, and it's a very composed solo. I'm really proud of that. It has everything: harmonics, harmonies, you know, tapping, whammy bar. Ganun. I really like that. So if you can find it here on YouTube, some guys uploaded it somewhere. So things can only get better. I like the solo to Carry On. Let's see what else. Love for Life, the Francis M song. I like that solo. The solo to Pen and Ink. That one is one of my favorite solos because that's my first attempt at recording a jazzy solo. So the chord progression is, and I did something like. Something like that. So, and that was recorded in one take. So I really like that solo. And the solo to Jolog is really good too. I just remember being really angry when I was recording that solo and not caring. So whatever came out, that was it. And listening back, I didn't hear. I remember not even being able to listen to the playback of that solo. I just did that solo and then left the studio. So when the record was actually released, I listened to it and I was surprised. I didn't think it was me. I thought they changed the track, and yeah, and that was me. So check out those songs. Let's see. Galing ng bagsak. May ganda ng rescue mo gitara, kakulay ng Desert Burst. Medyo. Joyride PH, hello. Jason Lungay, hello. Any thoughts on a Telecaster? Asan na yun? Oh no. Di ko kayo nakikitang gumagamit nan. I showed you Telecaster. Well, let me go get it. This made an appearance in one of my earlier, what do you call it, live streams as well. This is a 1971 Telecaster Deluxe. It's vintage. Kind of like just like the one Craig Shiflett of the Foo Fighters plays. Naka-E flat pala ako. Anyway, I'll just keep it there. And this is Fender's answer to a Les Paul. In fact, these pickups are designed by Seth Lover when Fender pirated him from Gibson. And I found this guitar all stock. This is another restoration. I'll be shooting a video on this guitar really soon because it has a very interesting story behind it. Okay. Prince Denrick PA, shout out. Fan of River Maya, nice. R. Saldovar, hello. Jerwin Mamawag. Okay lang po ba palitan ng mas mabigat na gauge ang strings ng acoustic? Hindi ba yung babaluktot? You have to adjust the truss rod as well. Usually most acoustics can handle string gauges up until a 13. So that's common. Anything heavier, I don't think there's anything heavier. Although personally I use 11s on my acoustic because, you know, I don't want to work too hard. Okay. Nico, Sir Perf, saan ka nakatira ngayon? I am based here in Los Angeles, California. And then the Les Paul was painted by my friend down in Orange County. So, hindi siya sa Pinas. Although, if you need a really good paint job, go to MicSis Guitar Spot. Mike Magsipok, how to adjust saddle height correctly? What items I need to adjust? You know, I pretty much set up my string heights by feel. So whatever's comfortable for my fingers, that's what I do. So you know, move in small increments and yeah, don't go too crazy. Cause and effect paralysis. Any advice how can we easily memorize scales and how can we retain it in memory by heart? Watch my music theory for guitarists video series, and get used to thinking in those terms, because you can memorize shapes, but then the shapes don't automatically translate to music, you know, because you're playing a shape. You're not playing the notes. So you need to know the notes and relate them to the chords that you're playing over, so that you'll be able to make music. Okay. Glenn Albert Masanda, Mr. GC Rockboard. Good morning from SG. Do you own a Revstar? No, I don't own a Revstar. That's Yamaha, right? I don't own a Revstar. I'd love to try one though. Phil Shalom Baclayon. Shout out Beverly Bulwag. Hello. Cool. Baka need mo po water boy. PM is the key. Okay. Is it possible 6 strings saka 7 string mag-jam? Di ba pa? No. There are bands with one guy plays a 7 string and the other guy plays a 6 string. Steve Vai era Whitesnake was one such band. Adrian Vanderberg was playing a 6 string. Steve Vai was playing a 7 string. So, yan. Edward Gutierrez, what mic are you using now? This is a very cheap AKG mic. And then I'm using the Xvive U3 XLR wireless system plugged into my interface. Okay, Jezreel Cardinales. soloing tips na maaari nyo advice. I have a lot of tips. Actually, a lot of these questions that you're asking me, I have videos for them already. Make sure that you watch all my videos. That way you get your answers really quickly. You know, there's a lot of tips already. Okay. Ariel Azores, tips on sound checking your guitars live, especially small gigs. There were no monitors regarding volume, tone cutting through the mix. Thanks for always reading and answering. Okay. That's hard to answer because it comes with experience. From my experience, if you have no monitors, right? I try to set my volume to where I match the drum sound, right? And then from my vantage point, I can hear my guitar. Like let's say, let's talk about it in levels, right? So, so this is my guitar sound. The drums should be like right here, and then bass and other instruments should be like right here. If I find my guitar to be at the level of the other instruments, usually that means my guitar is too low in volume and it's not cutting through. So if your guitar amp is right behind you, your guitar sound should be just a little bit more. So if you were to relate it to an like amp volume, imagine the rest of the instruments at volume level 5. Your guitar should be at around volume level 6 or 7. Okay, that's if the amp is right behind you. Also, once you set that, another good thing to do is to walk in front of the stage and try to listen to everything from the audience perspective. That way, you'll get a better idea of how to mix everything. That's why I'm a big fan of wireless systems, because that allows me to walk around and gauge the sound from different perspectives. Yeah, but and I also mentioned this in the live stream earlier. When you're setting your EQ, instead of cutting the mids, you might want to cut the bass a little bit. You know, don't turn it all the way off. So let's say if your mid is trebles at 6, the mids are at 6. Put your bass at around 4 instead of like everything flat. That also helps your guitar sound cut through better in a full band situation. Okay. Ishiki Castillo, my strings buzz even though my neck is straight. Are there any other solutions? Well, the guitar neck is not supposed to be straight. It needs to have a little bit of relief, right? So try loosening your truss rod a little bit so you get a little bit of relief. And then other than that, maybe your saddle height is too low. You can try raising the bridge or raising the saddles. Okay. Ariel Azores, any thoughts on PRS guitars? I really liked the way PRS guitars looked until I played one. When I played one, I didn't really understand the sound. And the only PRS that I liked was a McCarthy hollow top, or McCarthy hollow. That's the only PRS. The other PRSs I played, they're good guitars. They sound good, but I never really bonded with any of them. What's your favorite guitars of yours so far? From who is that? Claire Ildefonso. They're all my favorites. That's why they're here. Because if I make it a point not to keep a guitar that I don't like. If I don't like a guitar, I usually sell it right away, or I don't even buy it. You know. So all the guitars here, all my guitars, you can. Well, this is most of my guitars. These guitars I really like, and that's why they are That's why they are still with me. Okay, hold on. Okay. Let's see. I think it's time for another jam. Let's do another jam. Hold on. Hold on. Let's rock it up. Okay. Let's do another jam. And let's see. And okay, that works. Maybe put a little delay. Maybe. Okay, here we go. Let's jam. Oh man. Okay. Let's see. It's over an hour. So I will be wrapping this up so that you guys can go about doing your day on your day, and I'm gonna go get dinner. Okay. Let's see. Finish up the shout outs, and then yeah, we'll call this FAQ'N Jam. I love that name. We'll call this FAQ'N Jam live a wrap. Okay. Angela Coronel, any thoughts on blues guitars besides an Ibanez Artcore maybe? Um, I don't know. I firmly believe that the style of music lies in the player, not in the guitar. You know, because if there are blues players that play Ibanez, there are blues players that play Gibsons, there are blues players that play Steinbergers, there are blues players that play Flying V's and all that. And at the same time, there are metal players that play on Strats. You know, Yngwie Malmsteen is a shredder and he plays on a Strat. Richie Kotzen plays a Tele. So yeah, blues. The style of music is in the player, not in the guitar. Okay. Julius Joshua, good morning, Sir Perf. Ask ko lang po anong magandang string para sa acoustic guitar ko. Pagkakaiba po silver and bronze strings. Bronze strings are more used for acoustic guitars. They sound warmer. So yeah, I can't go wrong with those. Phosphor bronze. And then Boys na para Les Paul. Okay. What is your Boston DS100 settings? I don't have the DS100. I have the heavy metal one, HM100. Justin Diva, last question. Ano pong pinakamura na Fender or Squier? I don't know. I'm not a store. Let's see. What else? Oh no. Oh, there's a lot. Hold on. Where am I? Lawrence Gohilde, hello. Leon De Vera, hello. What is your favorite tuning, moreover, in E standard? I just play in E standard, E flat standard. I have some songs that are in drop D. I really like double drop D as well, where the first and sixth strings are double drop D. That's Andrew York Sunburst. I also like Dadgad, yun. For usually for acoustic stuff. Open E, I like Open E more than Open G, although because Open G is kind of like standard tuning already. So yeah. Sir Perf, ano kaibahan ng whammy bar guitar with whammy bar and without? Okay, with the whammy bar, kaya mo gawin to. Yan. Sa hardtail, hindi mo kaya gawin yan. Let's see. Jake Santos, hello. Cause and effect paralysis. Are you now a model for Chapman guitars? Yes, I've been a Chapman guitar artist for 3 years now. I signed up with them since 2016. Okay. Sir Perf, can you do a reaction video to the Baliw song by COLN? Sige, maybe. Tiyo, pakinggan ko ulit yung kantang yan. Ba ganun yan? Something like that. Anyway. Jesel Cardenas, maraming salamat. Last question. Nahirapan ako i-bend high E string. Parang like may limit pag-bend ko. Anong pwede kong gawin? I have a video on string bending. Make sure that you're using the technique. A lot of times if you try to bend the strings with this hand position right here. Dali Kita ko ba? yung nakaganito hand position mo, you won't be able to bend it. So you gotta put the thumb up and squeeze. Okay. Go to my fingertips playlist. There's all about string bending lesson there. Watch that. Ariel Azores. What's more logical? Average level guitar with high quality pickups and cheap pedals, or stock guitar and pickups and high quality pedals? Okay. Go for a guitar that is comfortable for you to play and that makes you want to play, regardless of the price. Go for pedals that are known to be reliable, that come with great recommendations, and then ipon ka para bumili ka ng magandang amp, because most of your sound will come from the amp, not the guitar and the pedals. Okay. Tony the Chapman. Yes, this is a shreddy guitar. Okay. Any local guitar maker that you can recommend? Gusto ko supportan rin sarili natin. You can't go wrong with MicSis Guitar Spot. Yeah. I recommend them highly. It is almost a complete song already. Okay. John De Castro. Sir, difference, the need adjustment ng action against truss rod lang. Well, actually, this refers to the question earlier. He said he has a straight neck, but the strings still buzz. So if you have a straight neck and your action is too low, it will always buzz. Okay, so that's why you have to raise the action. The truss rod adjustment is for the feel of the neck. Okay, how easy it is to fret. Okay, so the height. The string height is a different matter entirely. It's not solved by the truss rod. Okay, how on earth do you do that? Is unfair. Okay, let's see. Song Baliw by COLN. Baliw. Awesome FAQ'N jam. Yes, I'm gonna start calling these things the FAQ'N jams. Nikki Archua, hello. Please do a Four of Spades solo. Alin ito? Okay. Can you make a review of Motor City pickups? Yes, if they send me a set, I would gladly review them. How to fingerstyle, that maybe in another video. We'll talk about that. Okay, where do you keep all your guitars and amps? Right here. Don't ask me where. Okay. Stratocaster, Telecaster, Les Paul, or Brian May Red Special. All of them. All of the above. What song was your first composition? I don't even remember anymore. I don't remember. It's a long time ago. Hi po, Sir Perf. Thank you. Solo ng Kaleidoscope World. Actually, hindi ako nag-solo sa recording ng Kaleidoscope World eh. Ako yung rhythm actually. This is my part for Kaleidoscope World. This part. That was my part. The solo was played by Noel Mendez. Ed Celavilino, I have Chapman guitars too. The Captain from Rift City. Nice. I'm not sure I like it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe you need to have it set up. Okay. Sir Perf, anong mabibigay niyo advice para sa batang hindi sanay mag-perform live? Mag-perform live palagi. You know, just go out and do it. Para masanay ka. Niel Hernandez, have you tried Tagima guitars? I saw them at NAM really quickly, but I haven't had any in-depth uh, in-depth playtime with them. Ano mangyayari kung mag-school ako ng guitar? Eh di matututo ka. Andrew Flamenco, Sir Perf, meron po ba kayong music theory na pwedeng share sa amin? Meron. 5 video na. So check it out in the rest of my videos. There I have my music theory for guitarist series, parts 1, 2, 1, 1.5, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, and 5. Dami na nun. Okay, let's see. Maurino Chavez. Any advice for home recording? Get let's see. Get a good interface like a Focusrite or actually marami dyan, PreSonus and all those. And they usually come with software and learn to use those. Actually, if you can get siguro starter pack is the interface with the software, a good condenser mic, and your effects. That's you can do a lot of things with those pieces of gear. Let's see. Takamine or Taylor for acoustic? Taylor, syempre. Okay, Seymour Duncan or DiMarzio? DiMarzio. What happened to your 10 strings? Why did you shift back to electric again? I love the way you play with it. Let's see, I don't know if you can see the case. The case is over there. That's a long story, and I'll probably reserve that for another video. But it's a very long story. It's a sad story actually. So, but I will let you guys know why. Jerry, paano mapapansin sa mga auditions as a lead guitarist? The best way to nail the audition is to come prepared. Kailangan handang-handa ka and confident ka sa tinutugtog mo. And then kaya mong maging flexible at maging makibagay dun sa bandang ino-auditionan mo. So yun yung doon ka mapapansin. Sir Perf, anong thoughts on baritone guitars? I love baritone guitars. Actually, I have a baritone guitar. Hold on. I'm going to show you that one for... Siguro, that will be the last guitar I'll show you. So I have the Chapman baritone, and in fact, if you caught the very first what do you call it, jam that I did today, that was recorded on this baritone guitar. I love the baritone. But I use my baritone for more like funk stuff, not a la Mark Lettieri, not the metal, not for not for that stuff. Anyway, what can you say about Schecter guitars? They're okay. I'm not a big fan of Schecters. Let's see. Hey, Phil Carlin. How's it going, man? Nice, good to see you here. Boss Per, how do you manage mistakes? Like, pag play ako, kabisado ko yung kanta, pero nagkamali pa rin every time play ako. Namimiss ko yung notes. Identify those mistakes, whether they are mistakes because of lack of focus and concentration, or if they are mistakes because of a problem. Okay, so the way to determine is if you make the same mistake every time, then there's a problem. Okay, either you don't know that part really well, or you haven't really practiced that part hard enough, right? It needs more practice. It needs your fingers need more time to learn that passage. If your mistakes are, if you make random mistakes, like different mistakes every time you play the song, then it's a concentration thing. So try to focus more on playing instead of being distracted. Let's see. Guitar giveaway, please. 100,000 subs, I'll give away a guitar. So we're halfway there. We just reached 51,000 subs already. So yeah, 49,000 more. Sir Perf, is a band still a band without the bass player? Yes. You know, White Stripes, Black Keys, 21 Pilots. They're bands. What's your favorite delay pedal? Right now, I've been digging the Gokko dripping delay. As far as analog goes, I really like that. I like the Fox Gear Echo Sex Baby as well. And then I've been gigging with a Nemesis Source Audio Nemesis delay. That one sounds really cool as well. And then I recently just got a package from Japan from Friedatone, and I'm really excited about that delay because I played that delay at NAM and it was so good. Okay, so yeah, watch out for that demo soon. Les Paul or Fender American Standard? Both. Who inspired you to play guitar? Teddy Diaz. Ano prefer niyo, humbuckers para sa lahat ng tutugan? I really like the DiMarzio PAF humbuckers, the 36th anniversary PAF. I really like that. I also like the DiMarzio Gravity Storm pickups. They're very, very nice and open sounding, and they also coil split really well. Sir Perf, meron bang music store dito sa Pilipinas na nagbebenta ng Gokko pedals? Wala pa. We're working on it. I think Soundforge Manila, Google, search for Soundforge Manila on Facebook. I think they're ordering the Gokko pedals. So once that's confirmed, actually send them a message. Tell them you want to buy Gokko pedals from them. Ayan. Anyway, okay, so that is it for today's FAQ'N Jams. Stay tuned. Let me see if I can do another live stream next week. The thing is, I only do these live streams whenever I don't have a gig. Like tonight, I don't have a gig tonight. I'm gigging tomorrow. That's why I'm doing it today. Next week, I think I'm gigging Friday and Saturday. I might do a Sunday one, but I'm not sure yet. If I don't get to do a live stream next week, then definitely the week after. Okay. So again, thanks so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for all the questions and the interaction. Right. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing these live streams. It's and I get to hear from you like in real time. So it is awesome. So let's see. Let's close out with the jam again, and then I'll close out with the jam that I started this live stream with, but I'm gonna use my my baritone. So in the meantime, make sure share this video, share my videos, watch all my videos, please. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and then. Yeah, let's watch out for the new videos. I have a new video coming live in a few hours. I guess it's like 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. Philippines time. Yeah, magugustuhan niyo yan. It's another Tagalog tutorial. So yeah, watch out for that, and then if you like it, share it. If not, then whatever. But let me know what you think in the comments, okay? So one more jam, and we're calling this live stream done, okay? Okay, let's do this. Okay, so thanks again so much for joining me for this live stream FAQ'N Jams. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Check out the new video coming out in a couple of hours. So, yeah. Have a great day, and remember, practice makes perfecto. Bye.